So in this kneeling position, if that's comfortable for you, going onto all fours, flexing through the toes here, finding that stable position where you can gently extend the arms over the head, keeping active through the fingers as you breathe in and breathe out, just creating more of an active stretch through the upper body into the shoulders, into the chest. Sitting back, allowing the lower back to release, and bringing your right hand down to ground down so you can look to the right, staying a little bit more active through the left, and change sides. Breathe in, breathe out. Back into all fours here. So just a little adjustment here, flattening out the feet like that. Might be a nice break for the toes. But as I'm inhaling now, I'm just creating a little extension through the spine there. Just being careful not to compress into the lumbar spine, the lower back. And as I breathe out, I protract, opening the shoulders, really targeting that thoracic area, that upper part of the back. And then moving with my inhale and exhale. Allowing a bit of extra time there for the tissue to release a little bit. And then just starting to play into this left and right lateral movement, adding more of a sway, maybe a wave of movement, allowing you to explore different parts of the back that often hold some resistance. You can be playful here, really keeping an eye on that mindful breath. And then sinking back into a child's pose here, keeping active through the fingers, so an active child's pose to feel that overhead stretch through the arms into the shoulders, sitting back, allowing the lower back to take a break. Just creeping your hands over to the right there, just helps you activate with the knees being anchored through the side of the body. Holding there for one breath cycle. Then back to all fours. Left arm opens with a slight bend to deepen into that stretch into the back. Active here, and then breathing out as I thread that left hand through the back of the right wrist, dropping my left shoulder down to the floor, being careful of my neck, and enjoying that opening into the shoulder blade of my left arm. Repeating on the right, and retracting into my right side, and then on my next breath out, threading that right hand through the back of the left wrist, dropping my shoulder down to the floor and resting my head. With a real focus into that right shoulder blade, using my breath to control the tempo. Just gently pushing myself back up here. Option is to have your toes flexed like that. It's healthy for your toes to get a nice little stretch. And coming back into all fours, then pushing yourself back into a variation of a downward dog here. Really focusing on raising the hips, having your hands stable so you can start to play with a little bit of a stretch through the arms, shoulders, gently pedaling the heels down towards the floor, allowing you to stretch from the heel, through the calf, through the hamstring. Bring my knees down to the floor, flatten out the feet. If that feels comfortable for you, be careful of the knees. Just rolling into the wrist here, bringing your attention back to the breath. Inhaling as I retract the shoulders, open through the chest. Be careful not to flare the ribs too much here and compress into the back. Then breathing out, reaching forward, open up thoracic area of the back, letting the chin drop to the chest. Inhaling, opening again. Exhaling, protracting through the shoulders. Hands come back down. Turn the toes, push back into your downward dog. And stepping up with my right foot to the outside of the right hand. Just feeling this active stretch here. And then releasing the right hand, adding that rotation. Staying grounded through both feet. And then stepping back and change to the other side. Once you feel stable in this active stretch, breathing in as you open up through the left side. Retracting the shoulders, keeping this position active, deepening that stretch. And then bringing the left hand down to the floor. Step back, bring the knees down to the floor, and then just resting into your child's pose. Open up for the back, breathing in, and just trying to soften as you breathe out. The Find yourself back up on your knees if that feels comfortable for you. Then enjoy some nice relaxing breaths.